Okay, we are reviewing 15.2, your daily task assessment and your homework review. So let's go ahead and get started with your daily task assessment, and we'll move on to your homework review. So let's look at question number 6. Clara's building a frame for a doghouse wall using 4 wooden boards. Okay, we know she's using 4 wooden boards. 2 of the boards are the same length. Each of the other 2 boards is a different length. So 2 boards are the same length. Okay, and 2 boards are different lengths. So what shape are they making? They're making a trapezoid. Why is it a trapezoid? Because rectangles has 2 pairs opposite sides that are parallel and 2 pairs that are the same size. The square has all 4 sides the same shape, and so does the rhombus. But the trapezoid has 2 of its opposite sides that are parallel and the same size, and each of the other 2 boards is a different length. So the other sides can be different lengths, and these 2 cannot have different lengths. So let's take a look at number 7. The pieces of a pattern for a mosaic are drawn on the grid paper. The pattern shows 4 quadrilaterals. Which quadrilateral is not a parallelogram? So a parallelogram, you know, it's going to have 4 sides. Okay, and it has 2 pairs opposite sides that are parallel and the same size, 2 pairs of opposite sides that are parallel and the same size or the same length. So all of these have the same length, opposite sides, same length, opposite sides. This one, these 2 opposite sides are not the same length. So it'd be our good old friend, the trapezoid. So the next one is just asking you to visualize where the next point will be, the next vertice or the next vertex. So we'll look at Ethan, and here's the grid paper, and it's asking you at which point should he place the 4th vertex, and he's making a parallelogram. Okay, parallelogram, knowing the sides have to be the opposite sides have to be the same size. So if you put the vertex here and you're going to go across, you're not going to have this side the same. So you have to go all the way to the B, and then you go down. And that, I know that's not straight enough, but your answer would be B, because you need to make these the same size and make these 2 the same size. So the next one, Jordan drew a quadrilateral with 2 pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. Which figure could not be the quadrilateral Jordan drew? Could not. 2 pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. So if you have 2 pairs of opposite sides that are parallel, our good old friend the trapezoids, these 2 sides are not parallel to one another. The rest have 2 pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. So it could not be any other than our good old friend the trapezoid. So let's go into your homework practice. And again, we're just walking through what we know. So draw a quadrilateral that is described. Name the quadrilateral you drew. 2 pairs of opposite sides that are parallel and no right angles. So that would be your parallelogram here. 2 pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. These 2 sides are parallel. These 2 are parallel, and there's no right angle here. Acute, obtuse, acute, and obtuse. Our good old friend the trapezoid, 1 pair of opposite sides that are parallel, and it's these 2 right here, and the other 2 are not parallel to one another, so it's the trapezoid. The next one, there's going to be multiple answers. Okay, so you're drawing a quadrilateral that does not belong here, and it's a trapezoid. So a trapezoid, the quadrilaterals that are all trapezoids with exactly 1 pair of parallel lines, and that only has 1 pair of parallel lines. You see them right here. So if you draw any quadrilateral that has 2 pairs of opposite sides, that would be good. In this case, they drew this shape here. Okay, but it has to be a parallelogram that has two pairs of parallel lines. Neither one of these have two pairs of parallel lines. And we know that because they're trapezoids. Okay. So let's go on to the next one. Enrique has the craft sticks shown and name the possible polygon Enrique can make. Okay, so if you have to visualize these, a polygon, you know it's going to have four sides and it's going to be a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral using these shapes. Okay. Good, I hope you have that one. Very good. And why is it a quadrilateral? Because they're asking you for the polygons. Remember, a polygon is a four-sided shape that has four angles. Let's look at question number 5. Midori uses wooden sticks to make a quadrilateral. She has 2 equal lengths long sticks and 2 equal length short sticks. If she places the sticks so there are 4 right angles, that's your key right there. 2 short, 2 long, and right angles, we know that's a rectangle. Okay? And the rhombus does not have any right angles, neither does the trapezoid. The square does, but the square has all 4 sides equal length. So your answer is a rectangle. The next one, Han has 2 long pencils of equal length and 2 short pencils of equal length. Okay, so now you have a key of what you're looking for. If he arranges them so that the long pencils and short pencils are opposite and parallel, which figure does he make? So that's the key. 2 long and 2 short pencils so that the long pencils and short pencils are opposite. So 2 long and short are opposite. Which can he make? So he cannot make a square because square has all the same size. Okay. It cannot make the rhombus because the rhombus has all sides that are the same size or same length. And it can't be your parallel because of the long pencils and the short pencils are opposite sides and parallel. So you have 2 that are opposite, 2 pairs that are opposite sides and that are parallel, and the trapezoid only has 1 pair of opposite sides that are parallel. So it'll be your parallelogram. So let's move on to number 7. Oops. So it says Rex draws 4 quadrilaterals on grid paper. Which quadrilateral is not a rhombus? So we're looking at which one's not a rhombus. And your answer would be A. It is not a rhombus because it does not have all 4 sides of equal length. And that's the clearly definition of a rhombus. All of these have all 4 sides of equal length. So that's why this one's not it. So number 8, Gigi wants to make a figure with 4 craft sticks. She has 3 of the craft sticks shown and needs 1 more. Which size of craft stick does Gigi need to make the figure? So you need to look at what they're going to need here. Okay. Now you know they can't make a square because square has to have all 4 sides the same length, and you don't have that here. So you will need either another one of 3 inches or another one of 5 inches. Okay. Now if they're going to make the figure that Gigi wants to make here, you're going to need another one that's 5 inches long, and it's got to be 5 inches long to make that rectangle. You will not be able to make the rectangle with another craft sticks that's 3 inches long because rectangles have 2 short and 2 long, and that's the one that's missing here, the other long one. So your answer would be letter A. Oops. Not the last one. Well, that concludes the review of 15.2. Good luck on your quiz. And again, if you have any questions, please be sure to ask them during our live teaching sessions.